Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your dungeon master. My name is Anthony Reed. This is episode 46, and it is part of the Twist of Fate story arc. It's February still, right now, as I release this episode. But it's March somewhere, and that means it's time. I don't. I'm sorry. You have to live with that. That's Adventure March. Now we have an opening fanfare for Adventure March, and there it was. The sound of the opening ceremonies of Adventure March have begun, and they will begin this Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. twitch.tv/SRSBIZ_network. You can head over there and watch us do a live show. If you've never seen one of our live shows before, it's an alternate reality version of the characters you're already familiar with, usually set in some sort of strange genre. I'm excited about this one. It's going to be a ton of fun, and you should be there to check it out. Again, that is at twitch.tv/SRSBIZ_network, and you go there at 8 p.m. on Thursdays. Head over there now. Follow the channel. That way you'll get an email notification when it's time to come and join the show and watch what's going on, chat live in the chat, and be a part of the Adventure March festivities, including giveaways, because that's all part of the Adventure March experience. It's part of being it. And you know who else is part of the Adventure March experience? The patrons at patreon.com/Adventure Inc. The patrons who choose to give some of their hard-earned money to the show to help support it, to move it along, and you could be one too. There's cool rewards there, but most importantly, you get to give back to a show you enjoy. And if you enjoy the show and want to be a patron, that's the best place to go and do it to support the show. Head over there. Also, tomorrow, new t-shirt up on the shop. I think you're going to like this one. No spoilers, but I think this is going to be a one that everyone's going to enjoy. So head over to the shop, check that out as well, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and scoundrels, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Belroth, the ranger.
She's a Grimalkin, but that's understood. No pets allowed, even though she's not a pet. I will wait outside. Everyone, if anyone needs anything, I am outside.
Skarpin, the cleric.
Should I just try and snipe them from over here?
Yeah, okay. I did say they were as good as dead. I would hate for my, to break my word on our first contract as Adventure Incorporated.
Ellery, the bard.
We would want you to leave this warehouse.
He points behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Church.
Oh, sorry. We want you to leave this church.
Deeran, the wizard. He say you no worship Shattered Fang.
Yeah, man, he's super wrong. We love Shattered Fang, man.
Prepare yourselves, for these are the tales of Adventure Incorporated.
Oh, I'm very excited. I came up with a cool name for my bow. It was great.
Charles.
Mike! It's another Mike.
That's what this podcast needs.
I figure we'll just pick up at the edge of the Crystal Waste if you guys are cool.
We're cool with that.
If we're cool.
Are you going to be
If you're
cool,
not
or
cool,
are you going to be shitty?
This is like with my kids. Are you guys can you do this? Are you going to be all right with that? Or are we going to have to do something else?
I can do it.
Yeah,
all
we
right,
can be
we'll
cool,
see.
Dad.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, but do people have other things they want to do on the road? Like conversations they want to have, moments?
Carbon's just being super nice to everybody. Gives them, the best seat in the carriage. Are we taking a carriage? Are we walking? What are we doing?
You're walking. I don't think Westley. Although Wesley's busy, so. Oh wait, your horse is here.
I need a carriage so that I can copy all my spells into the spell book.
Okay.
Skarpin rents
you know what?
carriage for everybody.
Great.
How much is that? Because he actually needs to do math.
Renting the carriage. So are you renting a driver too, or just the carriage?
The carriage, Skarpin will drive. He's saving that money.
Okay, so there's a down payment on the carriage in case you don't return it, though.
It's fair. He'll get that back
Ow.
when he comes back.
15 gold is the total for renting the carriage with the down payment.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, let's burn this carriage.
Yeah, who cares when the
if-
horses turn to crystal, who cares?
Probably sell them. I mean, Skarpin, his inner monologue is Mike Williams' voice.
Great clarification.
Okay. So after a few days of travel by carriage, while Deeran hastily, after you spend an hour attuning to the book, and then suddenly you can see the pages, and you're like, "Oh, thank God!" And additionally, by the way, you found that there were already some spells in the book. Most of them you already knew, but there is one spell you didn't know.
Oh,
Which I'm going to roll randomly for you.
well, that's
Please be
exciting.
something cool.
Has to be level 3 or lower.
Pull out the deck. Pull out the deck of cards that we used to pull from.
Oh, well, I'd be drawn all night because I don't know if I could pull one he didn't have or was of the appropriate level. Do you have locate object?
Nope.
You have locate object now, baby.
Nice.
It's helpful for an invisible spell book.
Hey, could somebody help me find this book?
The fucking
Nope.
irony.
Are you also? Did you buy that scroll to copy into your book?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say you can do that as well.
Perfect.
And that was what? Pyrotechnics.
Fun one.
I feel like I might be able to use that one as we come across here.
Okay. So you travel along the road together, and after some time, you arrive at the edge of the Crystal Waste. Now, the edges of the Crystal Waste, basically the forest transitions into open plains, and you can see the desert on the horizon. And then as you draw closer, you can start to see the little crystal buds forcing their way up out of the ground, even outside the edges of the desert. But then just as you get close enough to the desert that you can see, that you're getting near it, you can see the spires of crystal that have forced their way up out of the ground in the desert as well.
Oh, do we see any any trees at all? Any shade?
Not anymore. The closer you get to the desert, the further away from any sort of shade you are. And now the trees are sparse. They're more like scrub bushes in this area as it transitions over fully into the desert.
Skarpin he unhooks the horses and pushes the carriage into a bush and says, better not let these horses go to waste. And he starts to
Oh my God.
pull them towards the desert. Where to,
Whose
Westley?
horses are these? Are these the cart's horses, or this is like my horse?
Yeah, these are the rental
Okay.
horses. Yeah. Well, I will not be able to protect those horses if you bring them to the desert, just so you know.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, I will do my best to protect the 5 of you and myself from the crystal that will inevitably try to form. Once again, I will urge you to be careful. I will be able to help you if you need me, but if I divert my attention, it could be potentially disastrous for you, especially as we move closer to Vetus. Are you ready?
Belroth
I think we're as ready as we'll ever be.
Belroth takes out his sonic longbow, and he sets it to silent.
Sets it.
If it's loud, he turns it sideways.
That's actually hysterical. Shooting it sideways is quiet.
Has the somatic component. Yeah. Just learn what that was.
Okay. He says, very well. Then we will make our way into the forest. I'm sorry. Then we will make our way into the desert. Prepare yourselves because there could be any manner of creature in here. And we are going to be walking through the desert for about 3 days to reach our destination. The closer we get to our target, the harder it will be for me to protect you. If we are attacked, it is probably... I can defend myself. Again, probably best if you keep me safe.
Understood. How are we
Very
going
well.
to camp at night?
Then-
How does that work?
Oh, yes. Part of this will be me soothing some of your, we'll say, weariness because we can't.
Okay.
If we stop at night, we'll probably freeze. It is cold at night.
True.
And B, we will definitely be prey for something that will be hunting us. Already we will be in a lot of trouble, especially at night. We'll be moving quickly to try and avoid such things. But during the day, we'll probably not have to worry about much from the creature standpoint, but it will be very dangerous. I hope you are prepared. All right, then we go. Let's go. No more waiting.
Deeran's
And he
ready.
heads off into the
Belroth
crystal
is
waste.
ready.
As he like starts to set foot out there, you watch a wave of power pushes off of him a little ways, like a thin bubble that moves off of him, and as it touches each of you, you can feel that magic envelop you, that like you're in a little bit of a bubble yourself. The bubble, you would say, there's like a thickness to it, a viscosity that is protecting you from the desert. It reduces the feel of the heat of the sun, but it also, from the stories you've heard about this place, you're hoping that it's going to do a lot more than that, because most creatures or things like the stories about the crystal waste, or that anything that enters into the crystal waste, sometimes within hours transforms into crystal that it is, and usually that is deadly to creatures of the touched, such as yourself. To creatures that are adapted to this place, for some reason, some creatures are able to adapt to it, and the transformation is different for them. But for those of you who are not from this place, it is typically deadly.
So how the horse is doing?
So after about 40 minutes, the horse's legs have crystalled over. Like it has gone up their legs, and their manes have transformed into crystal. That is weighing them down. They are becoming a real liability marching through the hot desert, and they're labored in their attempt to make their way through the sand.
Hey, Ellery, maybe we shouldn't. I'm gonna eat them. Do you want some?
I guess, yeah.
All right, I'll start.
No, that's not.
This is probably best, because I don't know if you can eat the kinds of things we will find out here.
Yeah, I have a backup plan, but I'll definitely fill myself up before we get any farther.
All right.
Freya joins.
She's gonna go first because it feels weird for Skarpin to nosh the meat and then what's left, bones. She's got to suck all that blood out of those muscles first. They're gonna be real dry and like real tough for Skarpin to get through, but she believes in him.
Well, he's going to be
that's the
hungry
thing,
anyway.
though.
Yeah.
For Skarpin, it's always this is like dry rice when you're done. You've given him just white rice, no sauce.
Yeah. Yes.
I would eat white rice, no sauce all
Yeah,
day.
me
every
too.
day.
I like plain rice.
I love rice so much.
I suspect you would eat it. I don't know if you'd eat it all day, every day.
I
That's
mean,
all I'm saying.
if
Eventually,
you gave me
you'd be like, I need a sauce.
endless supply of fresh rice, I would be happy.
You could have an endless supply of fresh rice. That's
Okay.
easy.
I mean, like made for me. The problem is you gotta like
built
make
on
it.
fresh rice.
God, food is so much work.
Skarpin
I just had
races
someone
Ellery.
handing me rice all the time. Yeah, I'd eat it.
Skarpin's already eating.
Freya's
You
joining.
gotta do the dishes too, though. Like the endless supply of white rice comes with cleaning up.
Rice,
There's
a
nothing
rice
left for
cooker
Ellery.
is. Oh. Freya's down. A rice cooker is really a cheap, easy investment, easy to clean.
We have one. You still have to clean
Oh, well,
it.
yeah, but it's easy.
If you put more rice in there, do you
Okay.
still have to clean it?
Oh yeah, if you just keep the right, keep it coming.
Keep filling with the rice.
Endless supply, I
how it
feel like
works.
somebody said.
Every time
It's
you
like
cook something,
Striganola,
it's just more
but for
dishes
rice.
that you have to do. So sick of dishes.
All right. Well, thankfully, there's no dishes you need to worry about out here in the desert
Thank
because there's
God.
no food. So as you continue to
As the group
travel,
left Ellery behind, when as she's complaining about.
Oh yeah, is Deeran able to eat food?
trail
Okay.
rations.
Well, sure, and like the leftovers.
Leftovers of what?
His order at the tavern. You think Deeran could go to a tavern and only order beers?
Yeah, you just got pockets,
Pockets full of
food.
like
Who do you think I
jalapeno
am?
poppers, just like mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, it's all half-priced apps.
There's no,
It was before 4
there's
p.m.
no way Deeran orders anything other than apps all the time.
Yeah, apps and certs.
He's got like avocado egg rolls from the fucking Cheesecake Factory, just like smushed
He,
in
like,
there.
Bites off half a mozzarella stick and puts it on his fingers like a. So he's got mozzarella stick fingers.
Meanwhile, Belroth is
Freya's like nibbling at my fingertips because she can't tell when there's mozzarella sticks and when it just smells like mozzarella sticks.
Wow, this episode is on the rails. We got some good rails for this
Meanwhile,
one.
Belroth is eating
So,
hardtack
as you
and
can-
just like looking at mozzarella stick Deeran. Just like
As night falls, as you travel through, one of the things you're noticing is that you've got almost like a lattice of crystal will sometimes form along the outside of this barrier that has been formed for you, but it is almost like it falls away as you move, right? So you're hiking and it starts to form on your shoulder, and then you just move your shoulder a certain way and it just like all crumbles off. So whatever it's happening, it's not sticking to this barrier, but that's not stopping it from trying. And you can actively see that crystal is trying to form on you guys as well. Westley is very deeply concentrating on this. His eyes have been glowing the whole time, and he's basically been marching in a straight line. But to his credit, you are protected and you don't feel tired despite marching in the heat all day. You have had to hydrate yourself, but otherwise, well, not you, Skarpin, and not you, Ellery. And Belroth, you're all right. But you guys have had
Me and Freya have been drinking so much for everybody.
but as you march in, I mean, you feel like you should be very exhausted, and you're not. And that temperature does drop rapidly when the sun goes down. And soon it's quite cool, quite chilly. Deeran, you're comfortable. And as you march, you do start to hear, like, the desert kind of comes alive as you... as the darkness comes, you start to hear sounds of animals, creatures that you don't see, but you can hear. You hear some owls hooting in the night. You hear a coyote in the distance. And you hear a lot of skittering in the darkness. But it is very dark in this desert. Very hard to see in the spaces around you.
I have dark vision.
And so you get about 60 feet, and that's all you get. You can't see beyond that.
Okay. I'd like to actively survey the area to see if I can see anything skittering closer to us, and I assume Freya is probably on edge and doing similar and the same.
Okay, sure. Give me
I'm kind of
perception
looking to see
checks around the board here.
Dice?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we could roll a die or two.
Can I roll it? Can I have advantage because it's the first roll of the night?
No. This is the first roll in multiple episodes. No.
17.
Okay.
8.
4.
10.
What story is Deeran telling that he's just so enraptured in? He's not paying attention to anything going
the
on.
city of Vedra, like, you guys, I'm telling you, there's a whole civilization that lives down there. They call them the crystal people, and, like, they move around just like us, but they've got crystals for bodies.
But do you think that if we turned into crystals, then we would become crystal people, or do you think we'd be like the horses and we'd die?
Well, so it depends on who you ask, man, because there's some that say that turning into crystal up here transports you down there. Yeah, like that's what they say is the only way to get there. But of course, like once people turn to crystal, like nobody's able to confirm or deny that rumor.
That's fascinating.
You said the same exact thing about the mole people, though. That you have to turn into a mole person to find the mole person city.
Look, man, I'm just saying, you come from the Demon Isles and you're a tiefling.
Well, I don't see how that's related, but
how can you not?
Ellery, you step into the sand, and suddenly arms spring up out of the sand and wrap themselves around you. They are large and fuzzy with crystal carapace along the outside as these spider-like tendrils shoot up from underneath the sand and pull you down underneath into a trap door built underneath the sand here. And suddenly Ellery's just gone and the spider's gone too. Ellery, why don't you roll initiative?
Oh, okay. 4. Did I have to like activate the? I just have 14 AC now, right?
Correct.
Okay. I don't have to like.
And actually, no, you don't have to do anything. Okay. Everyone can roll initiative because you all saw this happen.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Also, is this a trapdoor spider that's made of crystal?
Wouldn't that be wild?
I am so sad that I don't have my journal, so I can't. Belroth is upset a little bit.
Yeah, when you said arms, I was like, I knew it, man. I knew it. But then...
it's crystal people.
Yeah.
No, it's a crystal spider. Spider arms.
13. Yeah, I thought arms, I thought hands and zombies.
Also, 14.
Skarpin.
4.
Okay, great. So Ellery and the rest of you, you have actions. You may choose what you want to do. Ellery, you do act first, by the grace of the rest of your team.
Okay. Is it dark?
Yes. Yeah. But you can feel like because it's wrapped around you, and its maw with its big mandibles is right in front of your face. Like there's not a lot of space that isn't spider around you. It's all spider all the time.
Okay. She is going to grab on to the spider and sing, I'll trap you in a ring of fairy fire. It'll burn, burn, burn till attacks hit higher. And we'll burn, burn, burn with fairy fire.
I assume you're casting
it.
fairy fire?
Great guess. I'm actually casting. Yeah.
Finger of
I'm
death.
actually casting counterspell.
Okay. So what color fairy fire is he alight with now?
Green. It's gonna be pretty common. It's our common team color. So she's really like drawn inspiration from her friends and taken a little piece of their magic with her. And it's this like really like woody green neon. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Sure. The desert beneath your feet for the rest of you begins to glow green, as though there is something, a light, underneath the sand. That thing is large, very large. And Ellery, in the space that you're in now, this spider is easily 4 times your size. It is very big, and it is now that you can stare into all 8 of its crystalline eyes that are now shimmering with green light and reflecting that light now as well. Yeah, it's hungry and it's mad.
As like a desperate, like she's like kind of freaking out a little bit. She's just gonna go, "Hi, my name is Ellery. It's super nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me into your home. But I would like to leave now, if that's okay with you."
It tries to bite you
Yeah,
twice.
that I figured that. But you gotta be polite. Grandma always says, "Be polite even to your enemies."
So the mandibles, it like lunges forward with the mandibles, and they just smash into you, like piercing your skin. So I am going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. 5. The dice
Okay.
is getting burned.
So you take 8 damage from the mandibles and an additional 7 damage from the poison, and it reaches out and slams into you again with the same bite. So another con saving throw, please.
Okay, 14.
Okay. So then you take 13 damage from the mandibles, none from the poison.
Okay.
Jesus.
How many from the poison the first time?
12. No, 7.
Okay, so
I don't remember.
it was 8, and then I was just trying to do the math in my head, and I can't.
I think it was 8 and 7.
8 and
so it was
7.
15 the first time, and then 12 the second time.
Okay.
Jeez.
So that's 27. Welcome back to your favorite math podcast.
Yep, you did it.
We just had the banking
gonna say,
episode.
you thought
Let's
the
talk
bank
about
was fun.
compounding health point damage.
Great. Great. Cool.
Are we able to do actions now?
Yes.
So I can kind of see where Ellery went down. Yeah, like I have a good idea.
And you can see a glowing light under the sand.
That's shaped like a
Okay,
spider.
so
Yeah.
Belroth, but like it's under the sand, right?
Correct.
So Belroth, what Belroth wants to do is he's gonna take like his longbow and he's gonna put it up against the sand and like knock in a bow, an
As
arrow.
you do that,
and he's
Deeran
gonna-
puts a hand out and casts Gust to blow the sand away, to like get us a vision of the spider. Because like he wants to help you shoot.
I was gonna try and intimidate him with a sonic boom, but that also works too.
And before
Okay, so you cast Gust. Before
Belroth also
I cast
fires.
an Interrupt.
Yeah. No, that's awesome though.
Do you have something, Skarpin, that you want to do before he fires?
Yeah, guiding bolt to hopefully also give Belroth an improved turn.
So he already has. Everyone already has advantage, right? Because of the fairy fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Nah, he's just being
advantage.
a dick then.
Then it was just a bit
So, okay.
and not real.
let's start with the gust. So you lay down this layer of gust, right? So are we just you cast it and you're hoping to blow the sand away?
Yeah, I'm hoping to blow enough sand away that like we can get a clear shot. I figure if I can push a 5-pound object 10 feet, I should be able to like do something with that.
Yeah. So you bring forth a gust and you whip up a wind that blasts a huge, like just rushes a huge amount of this sand up into the air. And it's
Into Belroth's eyes.
and now Belroth has disadvantage on all attacks. No, the sand like pushes off of the spider's little trapdoor, and it like sort of makes a little like dust devil that spirals off into the desert. And yeah, the space is now here. You can see basically like the little webbing door of the spider's trap door that usually is covered in dirt and stuff that you can now like get access to him. You can see the spider through this. But his back of his carapace is all crystal.
Great. Belroth is going to shoot at the spider, and he's going to do it with his sonic longbow incredibly loud to try and intimidate him to run away.
Okay.
Should he roll an intimidation check too, or?
No.
Okay. Well, 18 plus 8, so 26.
That'll hit.
I assume. And he's gonna put up his favorite foe on this guy. For
I really don't believe Belroth. Belroth's always like, oh, this is my favorite thing to fight.
this is my favorite foe.
No, this one. This is my favorite.
14 damage and a giant with an iron arrow, basically almost point blank, but not point blank, I guess. And with a huge sonic boom explodes from it. I assume from the arrow, not from the bow.
No, from the bow.
Okay.
It's from the
That's
bow.
different.
And when it does, it like blasts the sand around you like away a little bit.
That's fucking sick, actually. I love that.
And you fire the arrow down into the hole. You manage to thread the needle, pass through the little doorway, and slam into the creature somewhere that isn't covered in crystal. And it lets out a loud chittering. Like, because it's sort of weird. It's such a big creature that the chittering is more like than it is like. So, yeah, it's
Did
like
I-
a weird.
Did I spook it?
No, but it is now aware of you, and it
That's fine.
pops up out of its hole to come at you guys. So you still have an action, Skarpin, but it's on its
And
way out.
And then bonus action, Freya attacks.
Oh, yeah. She's not going to knock it prone, though. It's too big.
Yeah, I figured as much, but
Also, it's got 8 legs. You know what I mean?
yeah, all right. 7 for for rolled a 21 and did 7 damage.
Great.
Skarpin casts Sleep at level 3.
Oh no.
Okay.
Good night, Ellery.
Good night.
He's gonna position the sphere above the the spider so that it just hits the spider.
We're going into Z-axis shit again. This is not how this spell works.
Fireball, you can do that, no?
No, explicitly. I am
Centered
fine
on
with
a
you
point.
finding it's a big creature. You can find a point that doesn't hit Ellery, but barely. I'm allowing it.
If he didn't say it was 4 times bigger, he wouldn't have allowed it. But now he's got to stick to it.
That's right.
I cast sleep on your
29.
No, my leg fell asleep.
It does not fall asleep.
All right.
But what about the leg?
It has more than 30 hit points. There you go.
Yeah.
You now know.
There we go.
Is the leg numb, though?
You can't tell.
Like, pins and
He had a
needles?
little spidey tingle, little spidey sense.
Yeah. He's pretty sure there's something on his right side that wasn't there before, and he's like, "What the hell? My spidey sense is
One of
going
his
off
8
on my
legs
leg."
fell asleep, so he's like fine. He's fine.
He's got 8 legs.
8 is a lot
Uh,
of legs, David.
He pops up out of the hole, ignoring Ellery for a moment, and he lets loose a spray of webbing to try and web up the rest of you. The web that comes out of him as it comes through the air, you can see that it shimmers with that same crystalline feature to it. So I need dexterity saving throws from Deeran, from Belroth, from Freya, and from Skarpin, and then of course from Westley as well, who is just standing there holding the magic on you guys.
20.
15?
18 from Freya and 21 from Belroth.
So Belroth, Skarpin, and Freya, dodge out of the way of the webbing as it comes down. Deeran and Westley find themselves encased in the webbing. You are restrained, Deeran.
Great. I've always had this fear that this would be
Of
how I
being
go
restrained
out.
by a spider?
Yeah, in the crystal wastes. Very specific fear, but that's what it is.
Deeran's like, holy fuck. I didn't think this was like, I really didn't think this was going to be a situation I was in. And here I am facing this fear.
Yeah, he's going to come out of this stronger if he survives, for sure.
And then it skitters up out of its hole, and having surrounded Deeran with its web, it makes 2 attacks against him.
Yeah, those attacks have advantage.
They both hit.
God, that
So
would be
I need,
embarrassing if he missed.
So I need 2 separate con saving throws from you.
Great. These will work out great. You know what they say about Deeran? He's so constitutional. We got a 12 and a 15.
Great. So the first bite comes in from the mandibles. You take 13 from the mandibles and 10 from the poison.
Okay.
The second bite comes in. You take 17 from the mandibles and 7 from the poison.
No, I don't. I take
Okay.
17 from the mandibles and then fall unconscious.
Okay. Wonderful. The spider moves up over Deeran's unconscious form. You get the sense it is attempting to engulf Deeran on its next action. Like it's moving back to just swallow him.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Skarpin runs up.
It's your actions.
Go ahead, Skarpin.
Skarpin runs up and tries to knock the spider off of him. I guess strength.
Like you're gonna just like push it.
Yeah, like how big is this thing? Is it Skarpin sized or is it bigger?
No, it's 4 times your size.
Oh, fuck that.
And it's got 8 legs.
He
to
will
push.
try and do a guiding bolt at level 3.
Okay.
And you've got advantage on that attack.
19 to hit.
That'll hit. I do need a death saving throw from you, Deeran.
I know you do. I'm
30.
just scared.
Sorry. 30 damage.
Okay. Yeah, that bolt smashes into him, and the spider rears back a little bit dazed. It is not hurt enough that it does not look like it's still going to try to swallow Deeran.
With his movement, he's going to try and get in between the two.
That is a natural 1 on my death saving throw.
So that's 2 deaths for
Heard
Deeran.
that's bad.
Ellery runs up to Deeran.
Okay, yeah, you scramble up out of the hole underneath the spider,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're moving like under its legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she is going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level through the Moonsicle. So that's going to be... wow, I was just so invested in Deeran dying, I didn't even sing it first. I was just like, I'm casting the
So
spell.
invested.
Fights aren't easy, wounds can kill, but if I can help it, none of them will. And that is going to be some points.
I love points.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those right now.
They're gonna be...
I need even 1.
Isn't it funny how much you appreciate points when you don't have any?
Ooh, nice. 7,
Like Spellstone.
Yeah.
14,
Oh.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, plus 21.
Nice.
So
Deeran's
Belroth-
back to full.
Yeah, Deeran pops up. Well, I guess he stays still,
The opposite
but
of
his
what I
eyes
said.
shoot open. His eyes shoot open, and the
eyes-
first thing he sees is Ellery, and he gasps, and then he yells, "The spider!" And he tries to point because it's behind us and trying to eat us.
The spider looks very mad that you're awake now.
It only likes to eat sleepers.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's like I just killed it. I was ready to eat it, and now it's squirming again. This is bullshit.
Belroth is going to make 2 attacks at advantage on this spider. With sharpshooter both times.
And iron arrows.
And iron arrows. Iron arrows.
Iron
Iron
arrows.
Aaron.
Iron arrows.
Marinara sauce.
What did he say?
The rural juror.
So 13 for one of them, and then a 19 for the other.
The 19 hits.
Sweet. And then I'll roll Freya's damage too, because she's gonna come up and swat at one of the 8 legs.
Well, her attack. You're gonna roll her attack,
Yeah.
not her
What
damage.
did I say?
You said damage.
Well, I'm gonna roll her attack.
And
She
you
does-
then-
Just
she
thinking
got to attack
positively.
first.
He's got, and she fucking hit. She hit. She rolled at 18 plus 5. What do you want?
Okay, she hits.
So I'm gonna roll all the damage all at once. So Belroth deals 6 plus 5 plus 13. So 11 plus 13 is 24, and Freya deals 2 plus 5, so 7. So
24/7,
31
baby.
damage total.
That's 365 damage, Anthony. Let's go.
Okay. Great.
Does it work?
The spider's just furious. And so it first tries to bat Ellery away with its leg to get her away from Deeran, because all it sees is that she touched Deeran and he wiggled again.
Bitch, I have armor now.
and
You
so-
can't bat me.
Does it succeed in
Okay.
batting?
It bats you away. You go sprawling 30 feet away through the sand, just like shh, and there's sand in all of your clothes because you've slid through the sand.
Oh.
And you take 9 damage from that.
No big deal.
It's like that summer we did the somersault competition all the way to the beach, and we got sand everywhere for days.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Then it's gonna try to bite twice at Deeran again.
Skarpin.
No, don't do
Stay
that.
dead.
Skarpin's in between Deeran and the spider as well.
Yeah, it's moving around.
Okay.
You. So it's focusing on Deeran, and then it's like trying to like push you out of the way and chomp down on Deeran.
It has 8 legs.
So
I keep on forgetting.
How dare you?
it will not get advantage on Deeran because of your interference.
I'll take that.
But that doesn't stop it from hitting Deeran twice.
Oh God.
So Deeran, con saves.
Do better ones.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, this was a good roll for you.
9 and 13.
Okay, those are not.
Nope.
So from the first attack, you take 7 from the mandibles.
Yep.
7 from the poison.
Yep.
Then you take... That one was not so good for you. You take 15 from the
Oh
mandibles
my god.
and 7 from the poison.
Deeran's down again.
Okay.
Uh,
He's ready to munch again.
Yep.
And we're back to your turn. Death saving throw, Deeran.
oh boy.
Do better
Oh
ones.
God. Does he have
Reset
to?
them.
They are reset. They are reset.
Okay,
A 10.
Meet it and beat it?
that's good.
That's a fail.
No, 1 through
That's a
9.
fail.
It's one. I think it's 1 to 10 is a fail.
It's 1 to 10 and then 11 to 20.
It's basically flip a coin.
Yeah.
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 Skarpin
But with your biggest dice.
casts Cloaked in Dream on Deeran. which is a channel divinity, gets cast Sanctuary on him for 1 round. And then, as a actual spell, he will try and do... Yeah, we'll just do a Guiding Bolt, level 3. So
are those both actions?
I imagine.
question.
Oops. I just was concentrating
you
on
do
the
both,
2 spells
basically.
per.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, but I think you've tried to do 2 full actions this round.
Yeah. All right. He'll do a. No, Toll the Dead's an action too.
Spiritual
I think spiritual weapon
bonus.
is a bonus action.
Spiritual weapon is
Cool.
bonus.
He'll do that. Spiritual weapon. And then attack the spider with.
So, to be clear, Deeran has Sanctuary, so if the creature tries to attack Deeran, it has to make a save, and if it fails to save, it can't attack Deeran.
Right.
Yeah, you ward a creature against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
I'm going to let this happen. I think probably as written, you can't target a dead creature, but I'm going to let it happen because it's cool.
It doesn't say it's can't be dead.
And he's also not dead yet. He's unconscious.
He's unconscious, but like effects fall off of you when you're unconscious. So I don't know. I would imagine you can't do this, but I'm letting you. That's what I'm telling you. Don't fight me. I'm letting you do it.
Yeah, but you're not doing it nicely.
You got to make a thing of it, Anthony.
Cool. That was
I'm hedging my bets.
We're meeting in the middle. I like it.
that was a 20 to hit and 8 damage.
Okay. And the Sanctuary does take hold over Deeran as he is cloaked in dream. Deeran, in your unconscious state, colors begin to swirl into your vision.
The colors, Duke. The colors.
I'm a colorblind kid. So that is 2 of you down.
Wow.
Well, not down. You're only down twice. That's different.
Yeah.
It was down in an earlier round, though.
And in this round.
So I can shoot my bow again?
If you would like.
I would like to do that. My actions are way less complicated.
Yeah.
With sharpshooter again, 14 and then a dirty 20.
So the 14 bounces off of his crystal carapace, and the iron arrow goes flying off into the desert. The other one sinks into one of his eyes on the front of his face.
Cool. It deals 21 damage. That seems apt. And then I got the follow-up from Freya, who scratches at that its face again, also at advantage, for 17.
17 does not hit.
And it just doesn't hit. It doesn't do it.
Ellery?
Yeah, she is going to, from 30 feet away, she is going to hold her hands out and sing, we seize the day, we turn the tide, we touch the stars, we mock the grave, we move into uncharted lands, fortune favors the brave. And she casts aid on everyone, so at level 3, so everyone gets 10 hit points. Sorry, my
Temporary hit points, right?
Yes. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration.
Okay.
So my hit point max goes up too? That's rad.
And the duration is 8 hours.
Yeah, so it's not temporary hit points.
Right,
It's real hit
That's
points.
That's why I have to Google this. I don't know what happens.
The errata.
No, I feel like this is that's a cosmology face if I've ever seen.
No, I just am not as familiar with this spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently this works.
Sorry.
This is, according to the internet, this brings downed people back. So, Deeran, you have 10 hit points.
Yes.
Yeah, he does. And he can't be hit this round.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
All
And he
right.
wakes up to Skarpin's butt.
Yeah.
Just right in his
The
face.
first thing he sees is Skarpin's butt, and he goes, "Oh no, the spider!" Oh wait, and then he leans over and he's like, "Oh no, the spider!"
So the spider, now mad at Skarpin for just being right up in his business this whole time, makes 2 mandible attacks on Skarpin. Skarpin, both of the mandible attacks come in at you, and you are able to block the first one just with your shell. Like it tries to clamp onto your shell, and it can't break the hard shell. And then the second one, that glowing energy within you pops out and blocks the mandible from closing in around you. And then it rears back and fires off another round of webbing at the 4 of you, so not Ellery. But at Belroth, Skarpin, Deeran again, even though you're still wrapped up now, Deeran, and Freya.
Oh no.
So I make a dex save.
Yep.
I have disadvantage on those when restrained, so this will go great.
I would really love it if you succeeded at this one. While webbed up, you like roll out of the way of the webbing.
I don't.
I didn't expect you to, honestly.
Neither does Freya, I assume, with a 12.
Correct.
But Belroth gets a 22.
Okay. Skarpin?
13.
Okay, so Freya and Skarpin are also restrained. Deeran, you are now encased in webbing, that such that you are not just restrained, you have like no way to, like, you're blinded too. That's, I guess, the best status condition to impart here.
Or stunned or paralyzed.
Incapacitated? Stunned. Let's do stunned.
Oh, incapacitated is you can't take actions or reactions.
Perfect, that one. Let's do that one.
Fuck.
You're incapacitated.
Cool. So I guess it's my turn?
You and Ellery. Ellery is also
Okay.
not targeted in this. Wesley was also not in the second blast. He's just off to the side. Wrapped in web, hasn't moved.
Okay. Ellery, do you want to do something first?
No,
I don't
go
know if you
for
have any
it, 'cause
ideas.
I'm trying to
Okay,
think.
I'm just gonna blast away, baby. 2 shots. 19 plus, and these are sharpshooters again. I haven't changed that. So 22, and then a natural 20. Thank God. Thank you for the frickin' advantage. So, let's see. I don't only get, yeah. So this will be 15 plus 8 is 21. Give me 1 second. I'll roll. I have to do math. 13 plus 8 plus.
Is Fairy
3
Fire a
plus 6
concentration spell,
plus-
Steph?
Yes.
So we'll have
8
to
is
focus on
not,
that for
though.
next time.
Yes. Sorry.
That's all right. It's a new spell for us.
I had
We'll get
looked
there.
it up. I had like put that in the back of my mind too, and I just forgot.
That's all right. I only think I hit you with 8 after you cast it, so
Only.
So the first shot I'll do is 6 plus 3 plus 13. Boom. And then the second one is that plus 13 plus 8 because it's crit, plus an additional 4, right? Plus an additional... Do I get the bonus twice, too?
Not bonus, just dice.
Okay, so 35.
On the second
For
hit?
the second.
From total.
That
From
feels,
2 hits, one of which was a crit? That's not possible.
That feels really
Well, that's why I'm confused.
low.
Because you counted up 24 the first time.
13 plus 8, so it should be plus 21 plus 4. So from 1 hit, it's 25. That's the crit.
Okay.
And then, 25, sorry, plus 3. So 27, sorry. And then the second one was a 4. I don't know why I rolled that again. Plus 13, so 4 plus 13. So 25 plus 17 is 34 total. I had it 35.
24
doing it wrong?
plus 17 is 41.
Yeah, that's 43. Yeah, 41. But
Oh,
regardless,
Why did I
both
write
of those
2
seem lower than your normal attacks are.
Well, because only one of them, I don't have Hunter's Mark up. I have Favored Foe up, so I can only use D6 once.
I see.
That's
Because I've been using Freya, and I haven't, I didn't change it, which I should have, because I want to use my bonus action to try and free Deeran as best I can.
Okay, well, so you fire off the two shots from your bow. They both sink into the creature, one directly between the eyes, and it is enough to drop the creature. It is tumbling, like it's sort of rocking back and forth on its legs, and because it has so many of them, they mostly hold it up even when
so
it's
many
dead.
legs.
8.
But then they slip. Oh yeah, thank you. They slip out from under it, and it slams down, crushing Deeran underneath the body of the creature. So Deeran, you're incapacitated. So you are going
Fuck
to
you,
take
Anthony. God damn it.
9 damage.
Oh my god. This is because I was winning the fucking death saving throws thing. It didn't work because I still have 1 hit point left, you dick.
Belroth is trying to peel Deeran from underneath the giant
He's so sticky.
carapace.
Everyone's all webbed up, except for you and Ellery. Ellery is on her way back from 30 feet
Yeah.
away.
I'm gonna, I guess, help push this spider off of Deeran.
Yeah, pulling Deeran out is difficult because he's so sticky. But I think it's fine. You guys can get them out. Also, the webbing is sticky and it's bound you guys up. But also because of this, sort of the crystal nature of it, it's very tough. But it does, once you cut through it and get through it, you can pull someone out of it pretty easily.
Okay.
It's not stuck on them forever.
Okay.
But it is very tough to get through.
He goes to Freya afterwards to try and de-web her as well. Once Deeran's free.
Hey, good job,
No,
everybody.
Carpet.
Deeran wipes the blood off his mouth and uncorks it.
Oh no, Deeran, let me help you. We should probably save that for just in case I'm,
Oh, sure.
the way I've been.
And recorks the bottle,
Just,
puts it back in his cloak.
So I'm gonna. Fights aren't easy. Wounds can kill, but if I can help it, none of them will. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 17.
Nice. Deeran still looks like shit, but better than before for sure.
Oh yeah, Ellery also looks like real hot garbage.
Yeah, as you're doing this, he looks at you and it's like, you might want to.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And then he remembers that she got pulled under, and so he runs over to look down into the hole.
Yeah.
Because he wants to
look-
investigate to see if there are the remains of other adventurers down there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so looking down into the hole, you do see a lot of remains down there. Most of it appears to be creatures from the desert. Like there's a lot of carapace from crystal scorpions down there, and those look very large as well. And then you do also notice some bones that look like they could be adventurer bones, and a large sack, like a backpack. That's down at the bottom of the hole, largely ignored.
Yeah. Deeran's going to yoink the backpack to find out what he finds out.
Sure. You pull it up. It does look to be an adventuring pack. It has, some trail rations in there that still seem to be good because they're all just dried food. And it's got about 800 gold in it. Both in gold and small gems that you think you can just sell for,
Sure.
that amount. Yeah. And it's got a change of clothes.
Great. So no. Still sweet. 800 gold. Cool.
If they'd had anything special on them, they might not have died. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess. I mean, I have a whole bunch of special stuff on me, and I almost fucking died. You dick. I mean, most of it's clothes, so I guess, okay, fair enough. You know what? Never
Change
mind.
of clothes.
But you feel so comfortable right now, temperature-wise.
Yes.
Yeah, this is really regulating you nice in the desert.
Balmy.
Hey everyone, DM Anthony here, just reminding you that if you're enjoying the show, tell your friends, tell your family, let people know word of mouth, and you can support the show at patreon.com/adventureinc, or you can check out the shop at adventureincpod.com/shop. Make sure you check the show notes and the website for all our social media, including our Discord, where you can come and hang out with some great people. We'll see you there. And until next week, I wish you nothing but critical success.
Serious business.